before we move on, does he have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 or 4, nigga.
All right.
Right now. Done with her?
No, she's done. She's done.
Sure?
Lawyer, bro. Yeah.
Yo.
I want to be a rapper, hairstylist, lawyer.
We done with her?
Wait.
Yeah, she said all that I could take. I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to do it big for the first time in history. I don't think nobody's ever done this. We already got tons of businesses on board. We got tons of people that wanted to support. Their names are going to be on the car. You name it. For more information, you can go in the description section and find out about that. But right now, I want to shout out 2 of our many sponsors that we're going to have that sponsor this race. First, I want to talk about Kerr Ammunition for freedom-loving Americans, family-owned company in my hometown of Fort Worth, Texas. If you order before 2 anytime, it'll be shipped the same day. Order right now, use code Tatum, and you'll get $10 off of your order of $199 or more, and that's including free shipping. The link will be in the description section. Our next sponsor is LiveRx. LiveRx is coaching in your corner. Losing weight and improving your health doesn't have to feel impossible. They have 24/7 live doctor support for customer care plans starting at $250. No fee, no membership, no insurance needed, just results. Click the link below or go to the website liverx.md. Use code Tatum. Ladies and gentlemen, see y'all at Talladega. How do you feel about new age women? I've been out of the dating game for a while now, so I don't really know how new age women, but I talk to guys about it, and it's kind of sad because I think feminism has ruined women's lives in a large way. Not ruin their lives, but ruin their dating lives. And so, but I don't know. You guys are new age women. Some of you young women are new age women. You could probably speak to it better, but it just seems like women are missing men like this. Like we're missing each other. Women think that men should be this way. Men think that women should be this way. And nobody's willing to take real responsibility for saying, okay, how can I change what I'm doing or what am I doing wrong to be a better woman?
I got a good question for the ladies on this. Ladies, I'm going to give you 5 things on your list. Career, husband, children, travel, or personal endeavors, right?
Right
So-
now or in general?
Yeah, yeah, it could be in general. But basically, in your priority list of what you need to get accomplished in your life right now, what are the top things? So again, we'll go career, husband, family, maybe hobbies, travel, whatever it is. But I just want to know your priorities, your top 3 to 5 priorities in your life right now at this moment. What about you?
My daughter, my
got a
stability
kid?
in life.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, nigga.
Wait, is it with
Plot twist.
That's my baby daddy, though.
Yeah. Wait, that's a war.
Wait a minute,
so
this
it's not
just
the
got
jail
way
guy,
crazy.
right? Yeah.
No,
Is it
that's
jail
not my
guy?
baby. That's not my baby daddy, but that's
Okay.
my baby daddy.
Baby
though.
daddy.
Wait a minute. Is your baby daddy? I gotta just clear
Come
this
on,
up.
man.
Get the likes up.
Is
3,000
your
likes.
baby daddy alive?
Of course.
Is he in his kid's life?
She's with him right now.
Wait.
Is he okay with this little situation? With you
It's not
dating a
up
guy
to
who's
him.
in jail and that person being around your child?
Does he know?
I don't bring nobody around my daughter.
Wait.
You said the dude in jail is your baby daddy though, for real.
No, that's not my baby daddy.
No, I know it's not literally your baby daddy, but you're prioritizing him over your baby daddy.
What?
That's what I'm assuming.
I
that you
said no. I'm saying no. You know, like
No.
that's my baby mama. That's my baby daddy. Like that's my baby.
Hey, the mama?
Like I'm not dead serious. That's not my baby daddy.
No.
for real,
But
that's
you
my baby
claiming
daddy.
who's not watching your kid? Son, daughter?
A daughter.
All right.
So-
What? Finish what you're gonna say, and then.
What the like you say, oh, yeah, like I have a man, he's in jail, but the nigga who actually like watching your daughter, you aren't claiming him.
I
On
said
air.
that's my baby
And
daddy. Nothing more, nothing less.
I
Bro.
thought the stuff that you said
We
made
cool.
sense.
We friends.
The stuff that you
You
said made
friends?
sense when I thought
Me
you
and my
were.
baby daddy. Yeah.
The stuff that
We
you
cool.
said made a little bit of sense because I thought you were young and you didn't have any real responsibilities. But when you add a kid in this, it makes everything I said that much more. Like your
It
daughter.
don't make no difference. My daughter don't know him, so it don't really matter.
So this is just a little hookup, a little fling. The flame.
It's not even a hookup because we cannot hook up.
I'm just saying, it's a flame. I'm saying,
I guess he's hooked up, but yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm saying, you just hooking up with him before he went to jail, and you just hanging around until you get out.
No, I was getting to know him before he went to jail.
She's
we
claiming
didn't
in jail on air, right? I wonder. This is like a whole live show. She's claiming on air that's my right.
How old is your daughter? She's
3.
Oh man, how old are you?
20.
So you had your daughter
17.
17?
Yeah.
Bro, she's claiming on air that doesn't with her.
How you gonna tell me who my man with?
Because this is watching your down. And then we didn't know Brandon.
What was that? Brandon, hold on, no, Chris. What was that question again, Brandon? That the girl I
the
wrote.
old one or the new one?
The one that you just read. The one you just
I
read.
forgot. How you feel about new age women?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she home.
Oh, yeah, the priorities. Okay, so that's what it was. The priorities.
Yeah.
Okay, so your son first, or no, your daughter. Excuse me.
My daughter.
And then what else?
Stability.
She's
Finishes
cooked.
college.
College. Okay.
College?
Yeah.
Come on.
Where does jail guy come into this?
We'll see about
He's
that
like
when
fourth
he get
or fifth?
out. Like,
Okay.
can I finish my list though? My 5.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead,
thank you. My daughter, stability, college, get my money up.
Bro, just let her
Wait.
finish. What's the last one?
Oh, she know, bro.
I just want to travel, y'all. I'm not even gonna talk about
Hey.
Like,
Okay,
I
traveling.
can't even
Okay.
think.
When you said stability, do you mean that you're gonna get that stability for yourself? You mean?
No, I mean like stability in life. Like I said, I'm going to college. I want to be a lawyer when I get older. I need to get that stable.
I'm just trying to
For
figure
when
out
I get
where
older,
man
like-
falls in.
Trying to get her man
I'm
out.
getting yeah, I'm gonna get my man out. I'm gonna get my man out.
It's a jail right now.
I'm just like,
Sorry, you're a bad lawyer,
she's
man.
not even about no man out because one thing about it, I got myself. I don't need no nigga. I'm going to college for me.
Do that first, all right?
Yeah, I'm doing it for me.
Wait. Before we move on, does he have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 or 4, nigga.
All right. What about you? Where would give me your top 5 priority list?
Okay, so top 5 right now.
Done with her?
No, she's done. She's done.
Sure?
Lawyer, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
I'm gonna be a rapper, hairstylist, lawyer. Like,
we done with her?
wait.
Yeah, she said all that I could take.
Yeah. All right, go to Germany, bro. Germany. Go ahead.
All right,
Top 5. Let her answer.
So top 5 right now, I would say health and mental health
Okay.
is the most important thing for.
That's
I would
cat,
say
bro.
still,
Go
I would
ahead.
say health and mental health is the most important thing.
Okay.
And then my career,
Okay.
traveling,
Okay.
family, and hobbies.
When you say family, do you mean your family like your parents, or are you creating a family?
Um.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
No, yeah, true. Then wait, I would change it. Health and mental health, then my family, like my actual family, right now, like my mom.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
yeah.
Your immediate family. Okay.
exactly. And then my career, building a family, traveling. No, actually traveling and then building family.
Okay.
Because
There's
I'm young.
I'm going somewhere with this.
I'm not.
What about
trying to
you?
make
Is your
it
priority
now.
list similar to hers or different?
Well, I'm doing the traveling right now.
Okay. So what's your main top 5 life priorities?
After that, I want to do college, so
Okay.
career.
Okay.
Then husband and family, hopefully.
So husband falls in 3rd place or 4th place?
Third.
3rd. Okay. What about you?
Well, for me, it's also like traveling right now,
Mhm.
career, health. I'm not. I feel like I'm too young to be saying that I want like build a family right now.
Okay.
So that in the future maybe.
So that's like what, 4th or 5th place?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I just got promoted within the last 6 months, so I'm
Career?
just working on my career and then travel. We do have an office in the Mediterranean that I'd really like to visit and meet my other coworkers.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say health, career, travel, husband.
So the reason why I asked that question, because the question was about modern women, right? If you want a man, a top tier guy, a guy that's going to treat you well, be attractive, all these other things, you're going to have to make him a priority. But what I've noticed with women is like you guys think it's like a side quest.
And let me add
ahead.
to this. Are you guys committed to not having sex before marriage? Raise your hands if you're committed to that.
I mean,
This is this is where I'm going with it. I mean, because
No, go ahead, bro.
you guys, your priority to be married is on the very bottom. None of you guys are taking birth control. So I'm not advocating birth control, but you're not taking any measures to prevent yourself from having children. But yet all of you guys are dating and actively involved with men to some degree.
Not all of us.
No, I'm just saying to some degree. Your guy, you would be if he wasn't in jail.
So yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, you know, when you look at it, I'm hoping that you guys aren't actively dating.
Yeah.
Because if you're actively dating, you're putting yourself in a bad situation because it's not even a priority, and you're not in a position to protect yourself if you do end up having a child with somebody that you're not even committed to. So I'm hoping that that's the result, because when you guys said nobody's on birth control, I was like, wow, I mean, that's good, because I don't think women should be on birth control. I think it has a lot of damaging factors there. But then I'm also hoping that you're not actively in relationships with guys who you have no desire to commit to, because this is what derails your entire future. You're having fun, you're traveling, and you get pregnant by somebody. And when does the list change? That's the question. At what point does the list change? Because the priorities that you guys are speaking about can go on in perpetuity. Traveling, when does traveling is not enough? You can always travel. There's always places to go and explore. When do you not prioritize your personal health and mental health? That's always going to be something that you can prioritize. So the question is, and I think what Myron was getting at, is that young women, or women in general, just need to think this through. As you begin to grow older and you begin to have these experiences, when are you going to prioritize or change your priority list? Because you don't want to do it too late in life, and then your pool of men that you want, not men that you can get, because you girls can get a lot of dudes, but the guy that you really want begin to slim longer and longer and longer, that you prioritize, or you lack the priority of having a man. And so I just, if I had a daughter, that's what I would tell her. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. It makes sense. That sounds good. You are young, but at some point you got to transition your priorities to begin to focus on that, because ultimately, I think most women want a marriage and a good family. Most women need that. It is not good for a woman to be alone and out here struggling and fending for herself. It's just not. It's better for a woman to have a good man next to her, and you guys grow and build together. The same thing is for a man. I would tell a young man, what's your priorities? At some point, you got to transition your priorities to having a wife, because you go on, you could be 40 years old and your body count crazy. And now you're in a situation where you're not going to find a woman that is capable of being with you, because men can go younger, but younger is not normally smarter. Young women don't know what they want in some cases. And a man who has value and who want to grow can't grow with a woman who can't help him grow. And so I would tell both sides, at some point you have to change your priority list, because it's never going to change itself. And then you run into a situation where you meet a random guy and you really don't want to prioritize it. And then you end up getting married and getting divorced. And you don't want that for your life either. Let me add this to the dynamic. The young women who are here saying they want to travel and all, it's great to do that. Don't be foolish and jump into a relationship before you have any life experience, before you know what you really want. You may not want to live in Germany the rest of your life. You may not want to. You may want to come live in America. I don't know, but you have to experience some of those things and build skills before you think you're going to be somebody's wife. So don't jump into it. Don't think you're wrong for wanting to explore and travel. Just as long as you're not sleeping around, that's not good for you. But it is invaluable for you to have something to offer a man, because when you're 18, you don't know what's going on. You really can't offer much. And this is just my opinion. The same thing with men. I think men should wait until they have something established before they try to marry somebody.
I agree 100%.
If you can't take care of her, you can't marry her. And some young men feel pressured to say, well, I'm not where I want to be at yet, but I want to go 50-50. In my opinion, you got to get to where you need to be first. Therefore, you actually have something to offer that woman.
No,
So-
I tell them that, like, in today's society, like, they have to. Like, being an average guy doesn't work anymore. Like, it just doesn't. So men have to be exceptional to get, like, just a little bit of access.
Yeah,
so
and-
it's like, yeah.
And women just being the average woman is not acceptable either to stay married. Because some men will marry you because he likes certain things about you. But if you can't raise children and add value and be submissive and none of those things, you're not going to stay married to a man for long.
She has to be an above average wife.
But the thing is, the crazy part is that you actually have to be more average than above average, but it's harder to be average because of what society teaches women. Like, men are very simple. You don't need to be doing all that to really get a good man. You just need to be loving and compassionate and supportive. And a lot of really good men will go for you. Women think they got to have a BBL. They got to get their lips injected. They got to be makeup on their face every day. They got to do all this extra stuff to compete with other women. In reality, you're not really competing with women externally for men. You're really competing internally, because a nice booty and some legs only go so far. And then after a while, you got to be a mama. You got to be. You got to be able to do something.
I tell guys, get with more average looking girls. They're just going to be more grounded a lot of times. These girls with surgery and models, or they make money off the way that they look. What ends up happening is that vanity kind of takes away from their ability to properly nurture and serve you as a man. Because they're going to be way into their looks. And I've done it before. I've dated like 9s and 10s. It's the worst experience ever, bro. They're always, every time they walk by a mirror, they got to look at themselves. They're taking hours to get ready. Like, they're extremely materialistic and vain. Very big pain in the ass dating chicks that are super attractive. So I like more average girls, personally.
Right, and I hope that men, they call me
for a relationship.
They call me a simp for saying this, but I think it's true. Like, men have to watch what they're going after. Women sometimes go after success and money in men, which cause them to get bad men who don't love them and treat them right.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Right, which you're 100% right, and I agree with you on that. But also young men, they going for looks. They going for booties and legs and chests and all this other stuff that's superfluous. And so young men need to start worrying about, well, can she provide? I mean, say provide meaning that she could take care of the house. Is she going to be a good mother? Does she come from a good family that believes in the values that you believe in? Those are the things that young men should be focused on, not necessarily looks. Why do I say that? Most young men are looking at looks first. When I was young, it was nothing but booty and legs. I'm being honest. That's all I look for. I would not talk to a girl if she didn't look exactly like I wanted. Which young men fall for that. I would encourage them, marry the right one and not the fine one.